What feedback does Bungie absolutely need to hear at this event?
I think that right off the top, they need to hear from the community that they need to act, right? They need to do something and do something quick. And that I think that we are all in agreement that, you know, they need to take some risks and make some real jumps into what changes that the player base wants. It's I think they've been really safe up until this point, and some of these updates are taking longer. For example, the sandbox update, I would have liked to have seen that a month or two into the game being out. So I think that they need to hear that we need some risks to be taken and for Bungie to be okay with failing.
But Pope, they adjusted the percentages by 0.6% for the. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying. You mean like real dramatic changes?
Yeah, well, faster. It sounds what you're saying too. I'm with you. Yeah, it was like there's such a polished studio, and that's what we talk about on this show all the time. I love how polished they are. I mean, that's what makes Destiny Destiny. At the same time, it's like I kept saying, like, why don't just change something in PvP, something, and it took 6 months.
Yeah,
and I think that's what we're all feeling. Then you go and you play Fortnite, right? And you're like, they keep changing stuff all the time.
Yeah, literally every day, something
different
happens.
engine, different team, game, but still, that's the world that we're up against now.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake? What do you think they need to hear?
I would honestly say the exact same thing. And I've been saying it's just from the beginning, is that they need to do something drastic. And I posted a tweet about it a couple months ago that people kind of latched onto. I compared it to almost like Destiny is having a serious heart attack right now. They need to get into surgery and they need to go for it in order to, be okay. And instead, Bungie's kind of prescribing them some medicine. Mid a heart attack, like, hey, maybe take this. It might help a little bit. It's like, no, we need some serious action. We need something really dramatic to happen. And what frustrates me is, and I forget the guy's name, but he just posted a video a day before the sandbox update came out and told us, hey, we're taking huge risks in this sandbox update. You're going to feel crazy changes. Thank you. Thank you for the name. The hand cannons are coming back. You're going to see monstrous plays. And I watched that video and I was like, I'm so excited for tomorrow. They're doing it. They finally are taking these huge risks that we've needed them to do. I play it 10 hours that day. It's the smallest difference. Like it's almost like they took a little baby step, but said they took a giant leap. And it's almost like to go back to the question, what do they need to hear? They need to hear that that's not enough. They need to take a more dramatic step. If that was their version of a risk, they need to redefine what a risk is for them. They need to go for something bigger.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. It's kind of a communication problem, right? Because like I was reading back, the Nightfall changes were one of the changes that I was most excited about, unique Nightfall rewards. And they come out and the community is just kind of like a ghost and sparrows and a ship. Like, sure, the guns are cool. The guns are fun to chase. But
did you get it? Silicon Aroma?
What?
Did you get Silicon Aroma, the PvP sniper? I mean, the sniper.
I did not. And Bran, you ran it how many times?
I ran it for it was actually about 5 or so hours. That's still a long time.
You ran it like 14 times and you got it. But that grind's okay. Grinding that long for a ghost that gives you 25% increase of XP on Nessus.
Less
exciting. A little less exciting.
But I'm sorry that you didn't get it.
Not he's rubbing it in a little bit. But
I didn't get it either. And I played it
I ran it like 5 times. And I'm like, I
tried?
I can wait.
Yeah, it was a grind, man.
It was a grind. I didn't get it, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But sorry, I interrupted to make fun of Destiny.
I don't mind having the chase. I don't mind waiting to get a weapon.
I like the chase. I was excited. I reacted, on stream. I was like, oh my God. And it's a masterwork.
Yeah.
Yes. I had the feeling. Then I use it. I do like it. I'm not a sniper. I like it in PvP. It's actually pretty good, but it's not a game changer. And that's what's missing. If I told you guys the game changes when you play Nightfall and there's this Gallahorn at the end you get, you'd probably come back and play. That's what we need.
So the unique Nightfall rewards for me meant something different than what they presented. In my, go back to what Luke Smith said, when we defeat a boss, we want to wear their ass as a hat, right? We want a piece of them to be for us. And I think of like what Monster Hunter does is in unique rewards from bosses is a good prescription for this. Nightfall rewards really would have given us an opportunity to get unique armor, weapons that represented the
accomplishment,
the play style or the defense of that boss. Right.
And that's how it was in D1. You could get armor pieces and weapons from
Right. So the Shield brothers gave you the arms for the Titan that looked like theirs. You know, the Scion flares.
Just like the Raid, right?
The Scion flares capes were really unique.
Oh, those are awesome.
Right. Yeah. So I was in my mind that precedent had already been set, and it was what I was expecting. And I think that's also why there was a letdown.
Yeah. So, well, in addition, they delayed it. And here's what Christopher Baird actually said. With today's update, we've moved a few items out to later releases. This is because we are trying to ensure each feature we add hits a sufficiently high quality bar. So while we really want to get Nightfall Strike unique weapons into your hands next week to coincide with the Nightfall scoring, it's more important that each of those rewards live up to the difficulty it will take to earn them. They will have to be super cool. So we're giving the artists extra time to make sure they are super cool. And what we got was 2 sparrows, a ship, and a ghost that gives you 25% XP boost on Nessus.
Super cool.
It's just kind of like the communication there. It's misleading, and that's what bothers me because they're like, "Oh, I'm super excited! I can't wait to try out all these new weapons." And it was really a bummer because I love running the Nightfall. I like doing it in Destiny 1. You got some really cool loot. Who remembers farming Omnigul?
Yeah, of course.
For
For grass.
You probably
Everybody did it.
Yeah.
Everybody did it.
2 blues.
Yeah.
Huh?
2 blues.
Yes, right?
Yeah. But I missed that, and I thought it was going to come back, and now it's not. And hopefully they address that in the future.
I will say one thing, which is I never care about the ghosts and the sparrows, and not that much. Sparrows a little more. Ghosts, I keep complaining because you just don't see them. It's like, can you inspect me and look at my ghost?
Yeah, right.
I keep asking for same type of idea. I'm like, what if I got a ghost from Pyramidion that does this cool thing, and when I equip it, like for example, if I did Crimson Days, then it's dropping rose petals behind me, just like an aura. Anyway,
Every time you bring out your ghost, it's like the size of your body.
Yeah, sure. But the point is I want stuff to show off.
Yeah.
But I was just going to point out that I was most excited about the weapons. We have only seen the sniper so far, and it's not bad. It's not a game changer, but I am interested to see. Right. We don't know for sure about the auto and the hand and the hand cannon.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
So we'll see. But yeah, it doesn't give me a ton of hope where it's like some game changer. It's not an exotic game changer. In fact, that's what I'm waiting for, and I think we talk about it later, but what's coming with the expansion, and I'm way more excited about that than what they've been doing with Nightfalls.
So I even gave them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, all right, week 1's a sniper. That's cool. They'll probably do the hand cannon AR, and then we'll get the May update, or we'll be really close, and they'll add more weapons to the loot pool. Nope, next week it's a ghost.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, oh, man, come on, you guys.
You know, and it was underwhelming based on my experience and my expectation of what Nightfalls should have in the past.
Yeah.
That in itself, the exotic ghost dropping in an activity and not hidden in Eververse is a positive thing.
Yeah.
So I do want to say that is a good move in the right direction, but it is underwhelming based on the fact that we were expecting something different.
Yeah.
But if we compare it to the Eververse Ghost, the Eververse Ghost gives you XP across all
the
areas,
cosmic whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's lots of different ones, and this one isn't bad. They all have a planetary location. That they exemplify, but this one also
one's a Nessus one, I think.
right? But then it has an overarching perk on it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all the exotic books, all the exotic ghosts have an overarching perk that is cool. Like for example, there's one that everybody wants their sparrow to summon quickly.
Yeah,
right.
Yes. Sure.
So there's one that. No matter what you're doing, every sparrow summons quickly. So you can choose a sparrow that has more lateral adjustment or another perk on it, and then be able to summon it quickly.
Yeah.
So I do like the concepts of the perk of those exotic ghosts, but when we go back to it as being a Nightfall reward based on our expectations, it's where we are now.
So I'll give you that. I'll just say there are additional things to chase, and that is good. However, they should have been in addition to a core thing like a piece of armor or weapon.
Yeah, I think you put it the right way, actually, which is, let's remember, we asked for something I could chase, and I know that I'm going to get it, which was it's crazy that was a problem in the launch of Destiny 2. But we did get that at least.
Yeah.
But now the problem is the actual expectation of the reward and what we wanted is not what we thought.
The feedback we're giving is better.
I have a feeling with what you're going to see is that's what they're working on for September or whatever. They can't get there. But that doesn't help us now, which goes all the way back full circle to the beginning.
It's just
Why
another
is it taking
small
so
step.
long?
Yeah. It's just they keep doing these small steps. And again, it's in the right direction. So you got to admit that it's a good thing that they're doing that. But how much time do we have with all these small steps before people are like, I can't take it anymore and go to other games and stay at other games?
Well, I think they are.
They did.
Well, some people already are.
A lot
of
PUBG.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, I can't match.
I can say I'm playing God of War.
It's hard to match on PC right now. And it's just hard to
But here's the
Population's
thing.
really low.
Here's the thing. A lot of people are going to play other games, right? But if Bungie does something great, most of them, or at least some of them, will come back. The longer that they take these small steps, the longer they keep dragging this out, making it so little movements keep happening, the less people will come back when the big move does happen.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Whether or not you like Destiny right now, we really appreciate you checking out the show. You can actually subscribe right here to Fireteam Chat, where we'll be talking about Destiny and other games like it. And you can see every episode of Fireteam Chat right there. I'll see you next time, everybody.